So let's talk about President Biden. He's looking to win back disillusioned young voters before the midterms with what some lawmakers are calling a bribe. A new report suggests that his administration is mulling a plan to pause student loan repayments as well as forgive $10,000 in debt. But there is growing evidence that Americans are starting to question if college is even worth the cost. Only 55% of people say getting a degree has had a positive impact on the country, and that's down 14 points from 2020. I don't know, Dana, is there a major in influencing on social media? Where do you go to get that degree?
I still think that if you look over time, having a college degree over your lifetime at this point shows that you would grow more wealth in your life over time. However, I think the reason you see those numbers go down so much since 2020 is look at what happened in academia. And parents are watching their kids come home going, wait, what did you just learn there? And it's like 4 years of Disneyland. And so it's not good enough. And we're not able to compete with the rest of the world if we keep up that pace. And there are really great ways to stay educated going forward, especially even in today. Like, there's so many different ways through YouTube, podcasts, things like that. I understand why a family would want their kid to go to college. But I also understand political realignments. We're in the middle of one, and you're watching Republicans garner all of the support of the working class and increasingly of minority populations. And one of the reasons is because they are saying, we are going to be for you. The Democrats are increasingly becoming the party of the college educated. And the college educated are more wealthy. So Biden is going to try to tell us today that we're not in a recession, that the jobs market is so strong that they don't have anything to worry about, but that rich, relatively rich students who are now working, apparently they've got a great job market, they can't pay their student loan, and it's costing all of us $6 billion a month in order to pay for those student loan servicing. So all of us are getting screwed over in this deal, and the president can't just make a decision because the left is giving him such a hard time. So every 2 months he has to re-up this situation. I think it's a terrible thing for the country, but it's really bad for the Democratic Party in the long run. And for Abigail Spanberger, by the way.
I don't know who she
went
is,
to college.
but she sounds great and delicious. Geraldo.
Make it an entree.
I will. Special. Geraldo, I don't know. Does forgiveness equal votes? Where does it end? AOC warned the president that if he didn't forgive some of the student debt, that down the line he would kind of alienate young Democrats.
Without being overly wonky, I think that, first of all, it's unfair to everyone who has paid their student loans off over the generations. So I think there's a question of equity. Also, you forgive it now. What about next year's students and the year after that and the year after that? Do you keep forgiving because you forgave it in 2022? I think that questioning whether or not a college education is worth it is a real issue for many families. I told the story of how I brought this brass chair back from Africa. Welders came, kids just out of high school, making $85,000 a year to start with a high school degree. So I think that you have to consider, I think community colleges should be vastly expanded. But in terms of whether or not this is a bribe, it's a bribe, but these kids won't remember. It won't be that, oh, I got to pay back the president.
He's not going to decide till the end of August. I mean, the midterm elections are
I think college is often a scam. It's all those lawns, all those fountains, all those swimming pools, all those parks. Someone's paying.
So, Jesse, in your world, did you get a job in what you majored in?
I am not a history professor, so no.
Okay.
But, I'm pro-college. If that's a controversial opinion, I really don't care. I just feel bad for Jill Biden. Could you imagine being married to Joe? The guy can't make a decision. Rosanna, he's been mulling this student loan cancellation for his entire presidency.
But we have a deadline, don't we? The end of August?
Every month, we do the same story. Oh, Joe Biden is considering it. Do it already. Yeah. It's like, Joe, did you make a dinner reservation? I'm still mulling where we're going to go. I mean, I'm starving. Let's go. This is the situation. If you want to talk inflation, it used to cost about $150,000 for 4-year tuition. It costs now $300,000 to go to school for 4 years. A degree can't cost more than a home. He's always jawboning all these big meat, big oil. You guys got to lower your prices. Why doesn't he get these university presidents together and say, guys, like, does the Middlebury ski team need a separate weight room for the transgender students? No.
Yes.
They don't need to build a separate weight room for the transgender ski students. They have a $1.5 billion endowment at Middlebury. You're saying you keep raising tuition? It's crazy.
Well, listen, Greg, what's $10,000 among friends? I mean, it's as you heard what college tuition is, $10,000 is a drop in the bucket.
First, why send your kids to college, or your loving kids to college, when they return turning against you and biology? You're actually ruining brains. To Geraldo's point, all the people who paid off their student loans, and they probably work nights to do it.
Yep.
This is a slap in their face. This is like being at a restaurant and ordering your dessert and then eating it and paying for it, and then suddenly they announce a pie eating contest. You know what I mean? So you're getting...
I hate when that happens.
You're getting American taxpayers to pay for a gift that benefits Democrats who don't need it. So this isn't like welfare or unemployment or food stamps. It's a gift that you and I pay that is given to upper-class white art history majors who can then spend that money they would have spent on the loan on holidays in the Hamptons. So my solution is, if you want to forgive that stupid debt, take it from the colleges. Since they've tripled the tuition in the last 30 years and their education sucks, do not take it with us, because I swear to God, if you do, you will see a real insurrection. You're actually stealing money. You're stealing money from people and giving it to people. This is redistribution, but it's not even going to the poor. He's actually taking money from people to bribe people to vote for him. This is a moral wrong. This is the worst thing. This gets me so mad.
I've never seen you this upset.
No, every time I think about this, it makes me so angry, because it's actual theft. And they think they can get away with it by saying, oh, it's only 10 grand here, and it's only this. Oh, and these students, they can't afford it. Oh, they can afford it. If you can afford a car payment, you can afford your college payment. It's roughly the same, average is like $250, $270. Give it to the truck drivers to pay off their payments. You dope. It's so disgusting. You make me sick, and I don't even know who I'm talking to.
Hey, Sean Hannity here. Hey, click here to subscribe to Fox News YouTube page and catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis. You will not get it anywhere else.